Hey everybody, welcome back to What Was Mommy Thinking? My name is Crystal. I'm a full-time working mom and I live with my husband and 3 incredible boys in the state of Texas. And this is paycheck number 3. It is my one and only paycheck per month. I get paid once a month. So if you want to see how we stuff our cash envelopes for the month and by the week and get our sinking funds all set, stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going to get all situated here, you guys. This is going to be a bit of a video here, but I'm excited about a couple things. Number one, I'm super excited. If you watched my grocery haul, I got the erasable pens, and there is a navy blue, and that is my favorite color, pen. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's the little things. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. My husband and I get paid different time frames. He is a bi-weekly paycheck. I am once a month on the last working day of the month every month. This is the binder that holds all of my sinking funds, every blessed one of them. This is my actual wallet. This is what I carry in my purse. This is the cash that I took out from the bank for today, and this is my Franken planner. In my Franken planner, the first section is my goals section, and there's a budget tab right here. We're going to open that up. We are still in February, and God bless it. I'm so ready for February to be over, you guys. It has been a butt kicking for me. These are my monthly bills that I color code, and I will flip over here so you guys can see. This is the key for which paycheck those come out of every month, and I have a video on this that I can link for you guys, but what we're going to focus on today is this third paycheck of the month for sinking funds. And as you can see here, there is only one bill, and that is my mortgage that comes out from the third paycheck. So this was the first paycheck, this is the second paycheck, and then this is my paycheck. So there's just that one bill. It's our mortgage. It comes out of this paycheck. This is the little slip of paper. That's my cheat sheet. I do this on Microsoft Word. It tells me what sinking fund is getting what amount and in what denominations, and I just kind of stick it over to the side. And then this is my master sheet for that. So I'm going to set this over to the side, but you guys will know that that's what I'm referencing. So what I thought we would do is, for today, I thought we would go through, I forgot to tell you guys, I have my monthly cash envelopes here. So if you are new here, my once a month paycheck funds all of the cash envelopes for our family for the entire month. And so let me rewind that. In an effort to not overspend, which I have been failing at miserably in the month of February, I divide the monthly amounts by 4 if there's 4 weeks, and that is our weekly amount, and that weekly amount goes into my actual wallet, and I redo those every single Friday when I do my weekly check-in. So my monthly amount goes into here, and every week I put what we have for that week into my wallet so that I don't overspend and end up at the end of the month in week 3 or week 4 with no money in a category. So here's what I'm thinking that we're going to do. I'm thinking that we're going to do our monthly cash envelopes and our sinking funds. So let me take my sinking funds out of this binder. I'm just going to pull this right out. Lay this up here. Lay my sinking funds one right up here, and lay this right there. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to put my cash over here so everybody can see it. I get these, this came with one of the Happy Planner extension packs or something. I love these little envelopes. They're super, super fun and bright and colorful for what we do here, and with the little envelopes for the cash, and cash makes everybody happy, right? So I'm going to put my ones, lots of fives. If you're wondering about the fives, a ton of those end up in the allowance because my boys have the ability to earn $5 a week. Ooh, some of these tens are kind of crusty. And that's a total of like 12 $5 bills per month. And there's the 50s. And last but not least, the 100s. Oops, I'm going to actually stick those right there. And it's not in any particular order. It just works. Okay. So I've got my little cheat sheet here. I'm going to have it down here. And I'm going to try and do this in a way that makes some sense. But hang with me if it doesn't. So I am so sorry. Of course, my card became full right at this moment. I swear the F in February doesn't stand for February for me this year. Okay, anyways, February and March are birthday heavy for us. My middle son just turned 13 on Friday. My mom and my oldest son both have birthdays in March. So I am putting 2 different deposits into the birthday fund in the month of, for the month of March. So this payday, I'm going to put $140 into the birthday fund. It is completely depleted because we just had Connor's birthday. So we're going to put $227. We're going to put deposit. And we're going to put it in $140, and that's going to give us $140. So I'm just going to do a 100 and 220s for that. 100, 120, 140. And that is it for birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and check that one off. Then we're going to go ahead to back to school. Back to school is anything that I need for the boys to go back to school. This is for August of 21. I do $100 a month. It should have 500. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're just going to add $100 today. So $227. We're going to add $100. That's going to give us $600 total. I'm going to take that $100 bill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, goodness. It's coming quicker than I want it. All right, so that is it for back to school. We are going to fund our miscellaneous this payday. I did use what was left in here because we really had a ball for Connor's birthday. So for $227, I am going to put in $50. And that's going to give us a balance of $50. So I'm just going to grab a 50 and we'll be good to go there. All right, the next one is going to be clothing. In our little clothing envelope, it says here that I should have $50, which I do. And for today on $227, I'm going to go ahead and add in another $50, and that's going to give me $100. So grab that second 50, 50, 100. And it goes right back in that envelope. All right. Did I miss something? Nope, maybe not. So the next one is going to be our Amazon Prime membership. Ours renews in January. and I should have $30 in here, so 20 and 30, and we're going to be adding 10 today, so $227, $10, and that should give us a total of $40. Just take a 10, one of these little crusty $10 bills here, and we've got 20, 30, and 40. Our next category is the vehicle tags. We did just renew the tags on my car, so this envelope is completely flat busted broke, and we're going to add in $227. We're going to add in $18 to start us back off, because we will renew. We don't have our next renewal until next January, so I'm going to take a 10, a 5, and 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. That gives us 10, 15, 16, 17, $18. Oh, vehicle tags. I have been so amazed at what vehicle tags cost watching other people's videos where they live. My goodness. I don't know. Alright, so other than that, for our sinking funds, I do believe that is it. Now don't hold me to that, because I have mush for brains, but for right now, I'm going to take our sinking funds, close them up, because that's, you know, that's always the fatal blow, is if I close it, then I certainly will find something. And I'm going to bring over my monthly cash envelopes. If you are new here and you have not watched any of my cash stuffings for monthly pay in the past, then let me help you for just a moment, because my grocery budget, we have a lot of dietary restrictions in our household, and my grocery budget is pretty high, what I consider to be high. And I budget $1,000 a month, which is $250 a week for groceries. What we do with that is every week I give myself $50 to go into my cash wallet, which is this little guy right here. I just took it out of my binder. I give myself $50 per week, and that $50 is for us to buy fresh produce and things like that, or incidentals, but I put the other $350s for the other 3 weeks into my monthly envelopes. And every Friday, I take from my monthly envelope and put into my weekly envelope when I do my weekly check-in. So, what I'm going to do today is put all of the 50s, there should be 4 of them, it's $227, and we're going to put in the $200, and that's going to give me the $200, and then just for my own peace of mind, I go ahead and write week 1 below it and put 50 with a balance of $150 there. So, at the same time, I can go ahead and take out my weekly ledger and write in $227, and I can put week 1 $50, and that gives me a balance of $50. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to take 4 50s, and I'm going to do 150 here, so 50, 100, 150, and 50 here. So we'll stick this one back in this envelope, and we'll take our 51, 150 and put it into groceries. Wonderful. All right, for gas money. Again, if you haven't watched my videos before, then let me tell you what we do with our gas money. It again is a little bit different. My husband likes to have his gas money put onto his PayPal card. I take cash out for mine. So what I'm going to do is put my $140 in here. And for that, I'm just going to do 4 20s, 4 10s, and 4 5s. And that gives me $35 a week, right? So I'm going to do 227, and I'm going to put in for the deposit, it's $140 for a balance of $140, and then I'm going to go ahead and write in week 1 and take out 35, and that's going to leave me with $105. So remember, 4 20s, 4 10s, 4 5s, and that's so that I have every week I have that amount. So let me move this to the side. 4 20s, then 4 10s, and then 4 5s. Wonderful. So at the same time, I will take out my weekly ledger, and I'm going to go ahead and write in for 1 week's worth of gas, $227. I'm just going to write week 1, and I'm going to put plus $35, and then I have $35 in that account. So for that $35, I should be able to take one of these stacks, 20, 30, 5, and that $35 for week 1 of March is completely funded, and it goes right back into my little envelope here. And it is all done. So that should mean that right here I have $105 left. And I can even try and count it the funky way. 20, 30, 5. 55, 65, 70, 90, 100, 105. So each week I have $35, and it's already in the correct change, and I won't need to make change. And I'll just stick that right back in the envelope. And again, monthly, weekly. Okay. Eating out. Oh goodness. We've been doing too much of this lately. Alright, so eating out is of course at a zero balance because it's always at a zero balance, and every week for eating out we get $25. So that's $100 a month. I'm going to do 227, $100, and then I'm going to put week 1 and take out 25. So we're starting with 100, and 75 will be what's in the envelope when we're done. Right? So let's sort that out. So let's do 4 20s, week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And then we need 4 5s. Week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. So I'm going to flip over here to my eat out envelope. And this is my little wallet. I love my little wallet. It makes me so happy. And I'm going to go ahead and write in my week 1 on 227 that we're putting in $25, and that gives me a balance of $25. So I should be able to pick one of these up, a 20 and a 5 for 25, and that's it for my wallet. And go ahead and put this in here. And that's it for eating out. And then I should have $75 left, which is $25 for each week. So I'm going to stack it just like that. We'll go 20, 25, 45, 50, 70, 75. And it goes right back into my eating out envelope. So I'm just going to check that one off now. We did gas, we did eating out. And now it's going to be pets. Pets is going to get $125. Says right here that I should have $300 in the account. 1, 2, 250, and 3. And we're going to do 2 50s, a 20, and a 5. Well, no we're not, because look at that. So 50. I don't know what I did wrong here, y'all. Let's see. let me rethink this really quickly. $125. It's going to be 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150. No, that can't be right. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, but I'm not doing 150, goofball. All right, let's try that again. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125. Y'all, this is going to be a true what was mommy thinking cash envelope stuffing because it's going to be wrong. 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 125. So let me get that sorted into these denominations here. A 50, some 20s, a 10 and a 5. I'm going to add that $125 here on 227. We're going to add $125, and that should give us $425. Yeah. All right, let's count that out. 1, 2, 250, 3, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 425. No problemo. So we'll check that off for pets. Okay, all that should be left is the allowance envelope, and then I started 2 new envelopes. We talked about this in my last video, but I started 2 new envelopes, a household and a medical. I have not yet made the cash envelopes for those, so when this is all said and done, I should have $27 left. Let's see how that plays out. We're going to go ahead and take out allowance, which is $100. I take out 2 20s. My husband and I each get a 20 per month, and then the 12 5s. Now, I believe that I took, yeah, okay. So, I believe that allowance, my little weekly pet envelope, you guys, has no money in it because I bought a bunch of their food and stuff. But allowance goes in my wallet because it is a weekly thing. And then each week when we pay our kids, as you can see here, I have an envelope with their name on it. And in that envelope, I put their money and what date it's for with a little post-it on there and leave it in there until they choose to use it. As you can see, my almost 15-year-old is broke. And then this is the envelope of money that goes back to the bank. So that's what that is. So what I'm going to do is move my monthly cash envelopes to the side, and we're going to work on allowance. So these 2 20s, one is mine, one is my husband. I'm going to set my husband's aside. This is going directly into my wallet, but it goes in a different, I'll just show you where it goes. In my wallet, if I have cash, it goes right over here. So that's where it lives. Allowance, other than that, should be 12 $5 bills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And again, this is for, they each can earn $5 a week by doing all of their responsibilities and chores. It says I should have 15 because, again, we will go through today on Saturday and do their, for 226, that's what this little heart here tells me, is this is the 3 5s for 226, and we'll do that today. But I'm also going to go ahead and put in on 227, I'm going to put in the full $60. Oops, this should be 75. And then when we take out this week, which they all get their allowance this week, then those 5s will go into their little envelope, but again, we do that with them. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. If you guys have been watching me for any amount of time, you know that this is a new envelope in my actual wallet. I did one in paper. I also did one clear with just the lettering on it, which is kind of cool too. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but we start up next weekend with the baseball tournament, so I'm going to need to have some cash on hand for any little incidentals or things that we forgot or on the fly need. If anything, any piece of his equipment breaks or anything goes wrong, I need to have some cash on hand to go deal with those issues. And so that's what that is for. Right now I haven't put any money into it, but there will definitely be cash in it before Friday. So I'm going to put my little book back in my wallet and close this up. And that is it for that. And then we should have $20 for household and $7 for medical. And well, would you look at that? 2 tens is the 20 for household. $7 is for medical. So I do have to make, like I said, I do have to make these cash envelopes. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to set them aside and put a little post-it note for what they are for, and go ahead and check off that we did allowance and that we do have our money for household and medical. And just to help you guys understand what the X's mean, our HOA dues and our pest control dues, we do cover that out of my there I go throwing things, out of my once a month paycheck, but we leave that money in the bank because it is auto drafted. So every quarter, both of these get taken out, and that is the exact amount that we need in there, not really maybe a few cents more than we need. And so we leave that in the bank and they auto draft it every quarter, and that takes care of that. All right, y'all, we're gonna go through super quick and do our little check marks, and I can't wait to try my new pens. All right. Okay, so for pets, we did 125. We did birthday, we did clothing, we did back to school, miscellaneous, vehicle tags, Amazon Prime, grocery, and again, there's that $1,000. You saw me put $50 a week. The other $800 stays in the bank for grocery pickup. Then for gas, then eat out, then allowance, and our HOA, our pest, our household, and our medical. All right, you guys, that is it for the last paycheck in February. If you haven't watched, I will link a video on how I am trying a different budget tracking system for the month of February and yet a new one for the month of March. I've got an entire video coming out on my setup for March, and then I will be doing a review of this one for the month of February and what I thought of it, and whether or not it's something that I will be using. I am going to go through and fill out for my sinking funds. I will update all of these things here. As you can see, I do go in and put with each one how much I deposited and what the new balance is, and until I do that, like here, it shows you I had 300 in pets and I'm supposed to be putting in 125, so I'll write the 125 and put 425 over here, but I need to have my eraser to go through and do all of that. So I'll update all of these sinking funds so that I can carry my balance forward to the next month, except I won't be using this system in March, so I'll be carrying my balance forward onto a different tracker for March, and I'm really excited about it. So that is it for today. There's going to be more budget videos coming out. I've got a weekly check-in for the last week in February. I've also got my March setup coming, and I've got my February budget system review. So there's a few more budgeting videos, a little bit of bonus footage coming out for you guys. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Please take care of yourselves. Be safe, be well, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye, everybody.